Okay guys, so hope you all are fine and doing well. Today we'll discuss present indefinite tense. We have started this session and we'll discuss the whole basic grammar. We'll cover tenses such as present indefinite, continuous, perfect continuous, and present perfect tense. And after that we'll discuss active voice, passive voice, and we'll so on discuss narrations and some basic grammar parts of speeches. Okay, so this session is all about present indefinite tense, and you will be a bit shelly regarding the present indefinite tense. You will consider what it's all about. So as the name indicate, indefinite means those action which has no perfect end, means the actions will be permanent. These actions will be permanent, and these actions you can say is habitual, and it will repeat with the same interval of time. And if suppose I say a person like he smokes, this present indefinite tense, so he smokes means that this action is permanent. This action is permanent and it will repeat over and over again. So this tense is all about those actions which are permanent and which are habitual. So you can say present indefinite tense shows an action which repeat permanently, yes, habitually, yes, you can say habitually, and regularly. So those actions which repeat permanently, habitually, and regularly will be called present indefinite tense. It's extremely easy. You can't say here is anything difficult in it. So this is the perfect definition of this tense, that this tense shows actions. This tense shows action which repeats permanently, yes, which repeats permanently, habitually, and regularly. This is the perfect definition of this tense. For tenses, the most important thing is how to use a tense. Like you can say uses are the most important thing. If you don't know about if you're not aware about the uses, you can't use a tense perfectly. So for that you need to know about the uses of tense. Like if you know the uses, you can use a tense perfectly. If I say present indefinite tense used for those actions which are permanent, so if I say he drives, it means he is a driver. This is a permanent action and he used with it, and he drives regularly, so you can say he's a driver. If I say he is driving, this is present continuous tense. It means that this action will stop after some time. So actually this is, you can say this is temporary action. This is temporary actions. So present continuous tense in contrast with present indefinite tense shows temporary actions, while present indefinite tense shows permanent and habitual actions. This way you know these are extremely important. If you want to write a sentence and the action is permanent, you must have to write in present indefinite tense, otherwise your sentence will be wrong. Sometimes we say we have written correct English, but that's not the case. We don't know the real use of tenses. So in present indefinite tense you will describe actions which are habitual, means repeat daily, and which are permanent and regular actions. Only habitual, permanent, and regular actions will be the part of present indefinite tense. If I say he smokes, it means he's a smoker and he uses it permanently. It means he's a smoker and he smokes daily. So actually native don't say I smoke daily. It's something we read. You can say native says I smoke. It means that I'm a hot smoker and I daily smoke. But we non-natives says I smoke daily, because we don't know the perfect structure of any tense. So whenever you want to describe something which is permanent or regular, you can say suppose I smoke, it means that you smoke daily. If you say I'm smoking, it means the action is temporary and you smoke for some time and you will stop this activity after some time. So this is what present indefinite tense. Okay, so let's move toward this is actually first use, you can say, permanent actions. So second use of the present indefinite tense. This is the second use of present indefinite tense. The second use is present indefinite tense will be used with universal truths. You all know what are universal truths. You can't say that the sun is rising in the east. You can say the sun rises in the east. Okay, the sun rises in the east, cause it's a permanent activity and it's a universal truth. Okay, so universal truths will always be in present indefinite tense. Now the third one, you can say you can say that God is one. Now this is present indefinite tense. You will say why you add is something the part of continuous. So it's not a helping verb here. Here is actually linking verb. Linking verb. It only link these two words, God and one. It links these two words, so it is linking verb. Actually, we will describe linking verb. Don't worry, we will describe linking verb later on with the in next videos. If Allah wills, will describe everything in a detail. But just focus on that universal truths will always be in present indefinite tense. Here I have some other notes, and you can focus on. We have that present indefinite tense will be used for facts. So what are the facts? The sun shines every day. It's a fact. And the sun rises and then it later goes down. So we believe on it and it's truth. So for facts, and you can say universal truths, you will use present indefinite tense. Number second, we will use for habits, and I have described it, habitual action. Like you can say routines action, like morning goes to school every day. In morning I goes to school every day. So it's something you can say habitual action. Now next we have frequency adverbs. Now what are frequency adverbs? Like frequency adverbs we have, it will be used with frequency adverbs. Now what are frequency adverbs is something very easy. You should not have to be confused here. Frequency adverb mean always. It shows frequency. It shows frequency, that the interval there, like always, the repetition of action like always, never, sometimes. These are all frequency adverbs. You can say often. You can say some other keywords for frequency adverb. Whenever you want to add these words, like I always go to school, so you will not add any other tense. You will focus on present indefinite tense. Like you can't say I am always going to school. Look at this sentence. It's up to some extent contextually it's a wrong sentence. You should write the correct sentence, like I always go to school. That's how you will know the correct structure, and you will get many marks in your English essay. Like in competitive exams, sometimes we say we have written a complete essay, we have written complete structure, still we didn't get good marks. So this was the man saga behind the correct structure, because we don't know the real structure. Okay, so here we have frequency adverbs and some others, like he usually eats dinner. He usually eats dinner every day, every year. These are the words. Every day I play cricket. You can't say every day I'm playing cricket. It's something very weird. Okay, now let's say that the fourth one we have written so many uses, the permanent action, and I have described, like suppose if I say smoke, it means that you smoke daily. If you say he smokes, it means he is a hot smoker and he smokes daily. These are what you can say the uses of present indefinite tense that we will use present indefinite tense in these places, in these cases. Okay, you will use present indefinite tense somewhere else, like we can say this might be the fourth use for feelings, and you can say emotions up to some extent, like your thoughts. You can say your thoughts. You cannot describe your thoughts in any other tense. You should focus on present indefinite tense. Like suppose we have like I think. It's more good that you use I think instead of I'm thinking, because think is something a static word. So for static word or static verb, you should use base form. Okay, for static verb, you should not have to use ing or present participle. We'll discuss present participle and best form of verb and past tense and past participle in a later video, but here I should focus on I think, I liking. Have you heard I liking? Of course no, it's something very weird and it looks very ugly. So if you say I like ice cream, okay, so I describe your feelings, your emotion towards a particular thing. So these are something you will use like in praises. Like in praises you can say we will use present indefinite tense, like in such phrases like you can say I promise. Have you heard I'm promising that I will? No, of course no. So I promise, or you can say you can say I agree. I agree with your statement. I'm agreeing with your statement. Have you heard? Of course no, it's wrong. Okay. So whenever you want to add such phrases like in which there are feelings, emotions, your thoughts, you will use present indefinite tense. Without present indefinite tense, you can't use any other tense, otherwise your structure will be wrong. Okay, so guys, in next video we will describe the structure of present indefinite tense, and we will make some sentences on present indefinite tense, and you will learn many other things, and if Allah wills, we will describe the whole tense in the next video. See you soon, take care, bye bye.